Previously, in the Shattered Lands, with the sun setting, the weary adventurers left the walled villa behind and made their way up the track to the main road. While victorious, they were wounded and exhausted, wanting nothing more than to get back to camp, eat a hot meal, and rest. They were haunted by what they'd seen, but the evils they had witnessed had hardened their resolve. Carrying the puppy she'd found, Aelwyn coached Celavis on driving the cart with the horse. The wizard admitted that he knew little of horses and was grateful for the druid's guidance. The cart was piled with loot and gear that they had liberated from the cultists, and amid this stuff, the thief Copper rode, lying half comatose. Reaching the main road, the party turned west to leave town. It was getting darker by the minute, and weary as they were on edge, beginning to understand how dangerous the ruins of Fartham truly were. Nearing the edge of town, several of them heard something strange, heavy breathing, almost panting from off the road. The wizard was too preoccupied with his horse and cart, but the others spun round, seeking the source of the sound. Then, something came flying out of the treetops and slammed into Brother Bertram like a thunderbolt. The creature that smashed into the cleric was strange, like nothing any of them had ever seen before. Man-sized and almost simian in its movements, the monstrosity's hands were massive with wicked claws. Its mouth likewise was impossibly huge, with far too many teeth, and a row of bony spikes ran down its back, while its long tail lashed about. As the monster hit Bertram, it impaled him with its jagged claws, ripping into him, and the priest dropped like a stone, the beast sitting atop his recumbent form. Seeing their cleric fall, the adventurers leapt into action. Venric the knight and Celavis the wizard slashing and stabbing, cold steel driving the otherworldly horror back from their fallen comrade. Aelwyn quickly grabbed the horse's bridle so it wouldn't bolt in terror. Though the beast lashed out, it failed to injure them, Venric's armor thwarting its attacks. Wounded and spitting with rage, the fell creature leapt into the trees and sped away like an ape through the treetops. The group quickly healed their cleric, who was grateful, but quiet and withdrawn. Gathering themselves, they wasted no time heading back to camp, watching the trees as well as the road now. They were able to get back to their campsite without incident, as darkness fully fell upon the land. The Squire Clay and Arnall the drover were happy to see them return. It had been quiet through the day, but both said that the forest seemed eerie and strange, although young Clay tried hard not to act unnerved. As the group settled in, the dragonling was ousted from Bertram's wagon, which Vrixis had begun to think of as his own lair. Celavis had to have a long talk with the dragon about boundaries, the seeker remaining patient if somewhat amused. Bertram said little, climbing into his wagon. Meanwhile, Sir Venric began showing Clay the gear he brought back, explaining how the lad's training would progress. Aelwyn smiled and gave the boy the puppy she'd rescued, and Clay was overwhelmed with joy as Venric told him the dog was indeed his. The squire awkwardly thanked the druid, overwhelmed with emotion, tears standing in his eyes, as he was an orphan and had never received such a gift. The druid graciously accepted his thanks and reunited with her elk Ruithane, sharing the day's events. Raising an eyebrow at all of this, Arnall helped Celavis to see to the new cart and helped the wounded Copper into his bedroll. The thief mumbled his thanks, quickly passing out next to the fire. As evening settled in, the party began to choose their watches. They were alarmed to hear the sound of leather striking flesh from within the cleric's wagon. Upon hearing this, they began to realize that Bertram was scourging himself as he prayed. A mystified Aelwyn thought this was mad, while Venric said it wasn't their business. Celavis had a lively debate with the druidess about different faiths and beliefs, but the Duke came to no understanding, it seemed. For the mage, the debate seemed to be all that did matter. As the gloom settled about them, Sir Venric took his watch, a sleepy Clay at his side. They paced about the camp, seeing nothing for a couple of hours before the knight woke Celavis for his watch. The wizard reluctantly rolled from his bedroll, Brixus the dragon curling into the space within even more. Sullivan sighed as the knight and squire headed to their respective beds, Venrix within the tent while Clay slept outside in his bedroll. The seeker kept watch for a little over an hour as the moon rose through the trees. Then, chaos struck. A party of Cloven, heading south, came upon the camp and brayed with savage joy at this new prey. Sullivan shouted a warning as he ripped his sword from its scabbard, moving to cover. Arnold rolled under the wagon, clutching his hand axe tightly in fear. Meanwhile, the squire awoke and grabbed Sir Venric's padded armor, shouting for his master. With almost supernatural speed, Aelwyn rolled from her blanket and leapt atop Ruithane in one smooth movement. As battle was joined, neither Venric nor Bertram woke at first. The wizard, out of spells, held his own against the Beastmen, while Aelwyn and Ruithane surged forward, bringing death to the twisted creatures. As Clay shouted for his master, a huge Beastman cut him down, the creature's axe cutting deep into the boy's chest. This enraged the party, and they began cutting their bestial foes down, though the Cloven fought back hard. Venric finally awoke to see a furious Vrixis blast the beast that had injured the boy with a line of flame that caught it on fire. The knight pulled the fallen squire into his tent, bandaging his wound. Meanwhile, a huge beastman hacked at the door of the wagon, finally rousing the cleric. With all of them now awake, the party began to slay their foes left and right. A vengeful Venric stalking from his tent to kill every Cloven he saw, as Aelwyn atop her elk brought ruin to the beasts. Haste, the warhorse, was lunging madly in anger, but was firmly tied. Meanwhile, the wizard slew his opponent, as the cleric swung wildly, losing his grip on his maul, flinging it into the woods. It wasn't long before the group finished the last of their enemies off. Sir Venric used a poultice on his injured squire as a shirtless, bloody Bertram hopped from his wagon to retrieve his weapon. Aelwyn, Sullivan, and Arnold made sure all was clear before dragging their fallen foes away from the camp. Copper had never awoken during the fight, clearly very injured and groggy still. With order restored, Sullivan offered to bandage Bertram's wounds, and did so with the cleric's acceptance. Clay awoke a few minutes later, the poultice taking effect. Still sore and visibly shaken, the lad trembled with a mixture of fear, rage, and shame. But Sir Venric reassured him, as did Vrixis the dragon, who had clearly taken a liking to the young squire. As the others questioned the cleric about his wounds, Bertram revealed that he had sought penance and understanding. The priest had a vision, and realized that his deity was displeased with his self-injury. Bertram now knew this was not the way of the Argent Lord, and admitted as much. With the crisis over, the party set a watch for the rest of the night, which was uneventful. Sleep was long in coming, however, and it seemed like every creak of the trees or gust of wind was a foe in the darkness. With the attack of the Beastmen and the strange creature on the road, their surroundings seemed much more menacing. They all slept with their weapons close at hand for the rest of the night. Welcome back, everybody.
Well, good to be back.
There we are.
Battered Land. Episode 5 we're on.
Yeah.
So, I believe there was some planning that had been talked about.
Yes.
Yes,
Off
we
camera.
figured we would track these Cloven and see if we could follow them to perhaps a larger band. This relic we're looking for. So far, we've seen no trace of it.
We would do this in the morning, correct?
Oh yeah.
It is morning at this point, by the way. It is morning
Okay.
as you guys are kind of gathering. You have slept again, as I just read, it was a tense night for the rest of the night. You kept your watches. There were no other attacks or anything. The sun rises as, again, this is October the 12th, a Friday, in fact. And, you begin to make your plans. For the
Bertram
Bertram.
Sorry.
Sorry,
No, go ahead.
Ellen?
Oh, I was just gonna ask. I know that was broken sleep. Do we get any hit points back for that?
No.
Just sure.
Actually, no, you get 1 hit point for broken sleep. I'm sorry.
Okay.
1, yes.
Okay.
Just as we begin, actually, let's start with Sir Venric Truesteel. What's he thinking? What's on his mind as this day dawns?
Dawning the new day, Venric is bloodthirsty for these beastmen who nearly killed his squire. He wants to find this relic, and in doing so, bring death upon all of the Cloven.
Excellent. What is on Celovus's mind this fine morning?
Silvus is kind of getting up, pondering the number of things, mainly sort of the source and this sort of the root of this evil that has sort of overtaken Fartham. Clearly, there's some sort of dark magical forces going on here. There's something drawing the Beastmen here. There's all these different things connecting, and he's kind of going over and pondering the perhaps, the little bits and clues that the priestess and some of the creatures that we've seen. So he's just kind of going over that and kind of going over some of his, the notes that he's taken in his head as he gets up and is studying his spell book this morning.
And what of the druidess, Aelwyn?
She is very uneasy, mulling over the choices that brought her into these men's company, particularly Bertram. She gives him many uneasy glances. If I recall right, that conversation was between Bertram and Celovus, so she didn't hear it, and she just is still viewing his flagellation as it doesn't make sense.
I don't remember. Was that just between Celovus and Bertram, or did Bertram speak that to the entire group?
I thought it was as he was bandaging him, and I was doing something else, so I didn't
In the
hear
wagon, I thought.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
I had that wrong then. Okay, that was just between the wizard and the cleric.
Oh yeah, she's just very uneasy.
Okay. What of Brother Bertram? What are his thoughts this fine morning?
Bertram, he feels troubled and oddly somewhat like he's got a hint to the right path. Like, the troubling thing in his spirit is that how did he let himself be led wrong by, I guess, his own tendencies? That's what troubles him, is that we know what's hiding inside of him, that he thought everything was good. He didn't intend to let it go that far. I guess the thing that gives him some peace is that he was corrected, and even though it was because he was wrong, still he was corrected. It's not like he's too far gone.
Very good. As you kind of all gather back out, you see Arnal keeping the fire very small so as to not draw, have a lot of smoke and draw attention. He's preparing. He's kind of become the camp cook because at times he's been the one here, and he is a farmer, so he's adept at all of that stuff. He is keeping to himself, not saying a lot. And you can see Clay also is very withdrawn, very quiet. Clay's moving slowly. He's very sore. And all of you are used to Clay jumping up first thing in the morning, running around, and he gets up, he starts going about his duties, but you can tell, he's sore as he's going and, unwrapping Sir Venric's armor, getting things ready there. The puppy's trying to get his attention, jumping up on him. But he's very withdrawn, very, very quiet.
Bertram will pray for his morning ritual with the Argent Lord. Primarily repenting.
You get a vision, Bertram, as you're standing there. It's a strange vision. It's a place you've never, ever seen before in your entire life. But it's what looks like a mountaintop. And it looks like there is an ancient, You can't tell if it was a temple or just a chapel, but you get the feeling it was some kind of, holy building. And you see that in your mind's eye, clear as anything. You actually blink and realize it's almost like superimposed when you open your eyes and look around over what you're seeing. You shake your head and you come to, but you can see it clear as day. There's snow on the mountains, and you see a path leading up to this ancient ruin. And then you come to yourself.
I shake myself and big mental note of that. Do I know where this is? Do I recognize anything?
Nope, you have never seen this before. Okay. You have never seen anything like that. But you got the sense as you saw this vision that it is some type of temple or holy place, but it was in ruins.
All right. He'll look around. Does he see Clay kind of like moving painfully?
Yes.
Are you wounded still?
No, sir. I'm fine. He kind of rolls his shoulder a little bit, rubbing at his chest. And you realize that while many people in the world, there are poultices, there are potions that have, magics and other things to enhance healing, people are not used to it. And it isn't that the wound, when you drink a potion or put a poultice on it, it just goes away. It's accelerated healing. So there are scars left, there are, there's soreness, and whereas all of you have been through many things before you ever embarked on this quest together, Clay, everything has been, he was a child, he was a boy at the orphanage, probably had a fist fight or two or something. Training as a squire, he's a tough young boy, but he's never had something like nearly crack his chest open with an axe, especially a massive Beastman. And he just, when no one is looking, he just kind of tends to like hold his hand over the center of his chest and shrug and get back to work and everything.
Is anyone else wounded?
Only minorly.
No.
Okay, just minorly.
Okay.
Once we've eaten, we should get after these tracks while they're fresh.
I'll let you guys discuss your plans as I disappear.
Should we pack up the camp and go after them? Should we leave the camp here for now?
We should probably leave it. This is fairly wooded. It was pretty torturous to get that massive cart just back here. I think if we try to take it along with us further into the forest, it'll take forever.
Okay. So
we could move it.
Just the four of us follow these tracks then.
I'll be bringing Ruathane. He's well used to picking his way among the trees. But I think the cart is going to be too much in the trees this thick. Haste may be fine. I don't know his capabilities as well as you do, but I think the cart should probably stay here. If you feel uncomfortable, since the Beastmen found it once, we could move it, but I just think taking it with us is going to take forever.
I think we killed all of them that found it.
Yeah, we did.
So it's probably okay here, but what do you all think?
I'll bring haste as well. The camp is probably fine. I do think it was a random encounter that brought them here, and we must have slew half a dozen. I think we'll be okay to leave the camp here.
Very well. So are we then following their tracks back to perhaps wherever their den might be?
Yeah, I don't know that much about Beastmen. They might have been a solitary band, but perhaps they branched off of a larger force and we could track them back. I just don't know. But worth a shot.
True. And Selvus will kind of look over his shoulder. Rixus, would you prefer to stay with Clay and Arnold since the boy is still recuperating?
Yes, of course. He seems... Yes, he just kind of glances at Clay, not wanting to really say much about it, but you can tell he has concern. And he glances over at Arnal. He gives him a quick glance, and you realize Rixus looks a little annoyed with Arnal. And you remember back to, Arnal just rolling under the cart. And he is a farmer. He's not trained for combat, but clearly Rixus has an issue with Arnal hiding and then Clay getting injured, and it's weighing on him.
And I'll kind of lean into him. I'm sorry, Rixus. Some are disturbed by the powers of chaos.
Well, of course, as they should be. I'll see to the lad. Have no fear.
Very good.
There's also Copper. Not sure if he's wanted to travel yet or he needs to stay and rest.
Copper does not look well. He looks as though, actually, if you're looking at him, Bertram, you can...
I'll examine him.
Okay, as you go over to him, he's still laying in his bedroll. He's still half unconscious, and you realize he's sweating freely. It looks like he's got a fever. So whatever was done to him, he's caught something. And, as you kind of examine him, it doesn't seem like it's life or death, but he definitely just needs rest. And he's just shivering under the blankets, even though he's got this fever.
I'll just kind of clean the wounds I know he has and make him comfortable and just say he needs as much water as he can drink.
And as you he's like, oh, and you could tell he was having a nightmare. Again, large bald man. As you go to, thank you. And you kind of help him out, check his wounds, and he just, as you kind of touch him, he's burning up with fever, and he's like, I just need to sleep. I feel better. I just, yeah. And he kind of rolls over after you check his wounds and see to him.
Okay. I'm ready when you all are.
Before we head out, Benrick will go to Clay, and you'll call him over to his side. Clay.
Sir.
He'll reach out and put his hand on his shoulder. Clay, you were brave last night. I know that it was probably your first combat and near-death experience, but you were brave, and you should be proud of yourself. The rest of us are heading out. We're trying to track these Beastmen in hopes that they'll lead us to the relic. Perhaps some kind of den. We plan to leave the camp here as it is, and they'll need you here, Clay. I know that you're healing and you're recovering, but just know that you did well, my boy. I'm proud of you, but I need you to be brave now.
I froze, my lord. I froze.
Clay, anyone would have.
You
You're
didn't.
a young man to face such danger.
You didn't freeze. You never freeze.
Clay, you didn't know me when I was your age.
I've heard stories.
Indeed. But they started much like your adventure has started. In time, you'll grow to be a warrior, to be a knight. It takes time. Many years of training. We'll be leaving again, and I'm trusting you, Clay.
Yes, sir.
Use this stud leather armor that I brought you, the spear here. Don't forget what we've trained so far.
Yes, sir.
And we'll be back soon.
He kind of grasps the spear, and the studded leather armor's kind of under his arm. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. As you start to turn away, he's like, Sir Venric,
Yes, Clay.
do you really think I have what it takes?
Benrick will look back. I know that you have what it takes, Clay.
He kind of, I won't fail you again, sir. He kind of like ground the spear.
Be brave, my boy.
And you can kind of see Vrix's Clay as you kind of turn He's kind of muttering, "Failed rubbish. This is a child. What is wrong with these people? I tell you, they must be mad." And he's not really saying it to you, but he's not really being overly quiet as he talks about it. And what is Celovus doing?
Selvus will kind of just seeing all of this going down. He had mostly been kind of in his books. Honestly, other than kind of responding to Vrix's, he was kind of ignoring everybody, going over his notes as everybody was kind of doing all their chit chatting, and he was kind of lost in his thoughts there.
Okay. All right. You gather your things. Oh, did everyone mark a ration off from the day before?
Yes.
Okay. Couldn't remember if I told you to or not. That's why I wanted to double check. Excellent. Everyone, you gather as a group. Elwyn, give me a knowledge nature check.
Okay. A 14.
It dawns on you, Venric may not be able to take his horse all the way, depending on how hilly the terrain gets. You can't say for sure. Whether you share this information with him or not is up to you, but just as you kind of look away where the hills rise, you don't know how far the trail's going to lead you, but you do realize it may be iffy.
I will tell him that, Benric, I know war horses are more used to flat areas and roads. He may not be able to make it. I don't want him to break a leg. Ruithane is more used to, skipping among the tree limbs and such, but I don't know if it will be too much for him.
At that, Venric will actually, I won't even try to bring haste. I'll make sure that he's kept at camp and secured, but I'm not even going to try to risk it, bring him halfway. Just have to leave him.
Okay. I just wanted to be sure because, again, I have to remind myself too, you are with a half-elven druid. She knows the lay of the land. Again, even if it's someplace she's never been, this is her bread and butter, and she, just looking at the land, it's weighing on her that this may not work out. And as you bring haste back, and again, Clay kind of overhears part of this conversation. He goes up and takes the reins from you and begins taking off the horse's armor and bit and bridle and everything and rubbing him down. But you get a sense, Venric, that Clay is very relieved that haste is staying, because haste almost looks after those as well. And this horse is fearless. It has it's a very fierce animal, very powerful animal. And as Clay starts taking care of it, you notice the horse, as you start to turn away, Venric, it kind of nudges the boy with his head, and playfully, Clay rubs his mane, and the dog is kind of yipping and barking, going around him, and Clay gets his head, shh, easy boy, we're this is hidden camp. Shh, don't you understand? We're hidden. There are great things afoot. Why, my master? And as you kind of are walking away, Venric, you hear him talking to the dog, and make your way back over to the others. Real quick, in the light of day, the bodies of the Beastmen bear mute testament to the violence of the night before. You head out?
We need to get these bodies out of camp, you think?
They're
I did
out
that
of camp.
last night.
Okay.
They did it. That's why I read that in the intro. They had dragged them out.
My bad.
Yes, I'll be on foot so I can follow the tracks, and Ruithane will just be beside me.
Okay. So it's the Druidess leading.
Mm-hmm.
And then who?
Venric.
Followed by?
You want to go next, Celovus, and I'll bring up the rear.
That works.
Okay. Having determined to follow their trail, you realize that even without the skills of the druid, it would be an easy thing to do. The unnatural monsters made no effort to disguise their passage as they went along, hoof prints clearly visible in the dirt. Here and there you can see marks on the trees and branches from both horns and the marks of their crude weapons, as if the cloven lashed out at the trees as they tromped along. Begin making your way through the forest.
Mm-hmm.
As you do, the land steadily begins to rise. Let me...
Arise, chicken, arise.
Have you been here before, Elwin?
What, to this town?
To this area? How did you know that the terrain was going to rise like this?
Oh, well, you could just see, the trees. You can see some of their roots are, pointing a little more up, indicating a gradual rise. I mean, that's a hill over there. It's not too hard to see.
I'd never noticed things like that.
It's all there. You look.
You begin making your way.
Mm-hmm.
Brother Bertram, as you travel along this morning, why don't you roll me a d6? The dread dice is reset to 1.
I got a 3.
The dread dice is now a 2. You make your way through the morning, moving along fairly easily. Elwin, why don't you roll for a random encounter?
That's a 5.
Very good.
Man, now it's like you almost want to roll them.
Yeah.
Give me perception checks.
Nat 20.
Nat 1.
17.
I giveth and I take it away.
I got a 10.
Venric and Elwin, as you are making your way along, and Ruthane as well, the others, the wizard and the cleric, are clearly not as at home in the wild. And Venric he's not old, but he's a campaigner, he's a veteran. But you who catch just a hint of movement and you whirl looking back over your shoulder, and just for a split second you thought you saw movement in the trees, but then you realize the wind is blowing, but you're not sure if those branches should be moving the way that they were, and you don't say anything. It's the wind in the trees.
Elwin, did you see that?
Saw something.
I thought my eyes were playing tricks on me, but if you thought you saw something, there's something in those trees. Venric will call out. Come out. Whoever it is, come out. And this is your chance at peace with us.
Perhaps the creature stalks us. It fell upon me in the night.
If that is the case, Bertram, then we'll be the last group that it stalks. I'll run this thing through.
You angry, Sir Venric?
I guess you could say that. I have justice to bring to those that would seek our demise. You and my squire Clay, both almost killed just yesterday. Something foul is afoot, and it will be brought to justice.
Justice.
I had a thought. Sir Venric, do you recall how tough that thing's skin was?
Yes, it was like trying to hack through chainmail.
It's true. However, it still looked flammable. If it comes back, I may just light it on fire and the trees or the like, wherever we're standing. But we may have to deal with that. But that may be our quickest way of getting that thing out of here if it is following us.
You are not lighting these trees on fire, Celibus.
I'll light whatever the hell I want to on fire.
Have you ever seen a forest fire?
Yes, I've seen
Would
plenty
you like
of them.
to die?
They're natural.
So is a lightning bolt. Are you
Yes.
looking forward to one of those too?
Actually, yes, that is a spell I have heard of.
Celibus, light the creature on fire all you want. Just don't do it near any trees.
But we're in the forest.
Well, then be selective.
Fine, I'll try. I guess only I can prevent forest fires.
I think nothing can hurt you.
Flip it. Be careful, Aelwyn. Be careful. But if that thing does stalk us, perhaps fire would be effective. It seems that it may. I guess perhaps we'll find out soon. Last chance, Venric calls out again to whatever it was in the woods. Last chance, show yourself, friend or foe.
And you hear thunder in the distance. You can see lightning playing. And Aelwyn, you groan as you realize there's a storm coming.
Bertram looks over to Aelwyn. You just mentioned lightning.
Thing.
It's our magical powers.
How long do I think until it hits us?
Yeah, maybe within the hour. It's hard to tell. You know, storms can roll up slow or quick, but you are in the hills, so you would be shocked if it's not here within an hour or so.
Let's move before I lose these tracks to the rain.
Very good. Let's go then.
Head out.
Excellent. Let me do a thing real quick. As you.
Mother would strike me with a light bolt.
It is nearing midday as the trail widens into a valley between two hills to the northwest and the southeast. This valley is a relatively narrow one, but still broad enough for a small ruin that stands in a cleft of the northern hill facing outward. It's hard to determine from this distance what the stone building originally was, but it looks very ancient. The trail continues to the north past the ruin. It begins to rain heavily. As rain just starts pattering off the knight's armor. Just ting, 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 ting.
Kind of therapeutic.
Should we continue on?
Else for it.
Do you think you'll lose the trail?
Maybe in a little bit, but they hack down trees when they can, or cut off their limbs. I can still follow those signs. Those won't be washed away.
All right.
Keep following where I see the signs.
Okay. You see the trail heads up through here. Actually, that should have been a bit more like that. Give me perception checks.
18.
19.
18 as well.
12.
Okay. Everyone but the wizard. And also give me stealth checks. Everyone, let's see. Celibus and Aelwyn, normally. I think Aelwyn, it's a class skill for you. I can't remember. Both Bertram and Venric with a disadvantage.
Would I get one since I didn't even... I technically failed my perception to even notice that when anyone's around?
Yep, because this
Okay.
is more just a matter of how quietly are you moving as you go along, not you're trying to be stealthy.
Venric got a 9.
Yep. I got a 10.
Bertram got a 17 with disadvantage.
So not all of you make either check as you're beginning to move. You're like, okay, let's go. You start moving past, and it is at this point that some of you hear something big moving within the ruin. And again, suddenly there's as lightning flashes in the distance. We're gonna have to jump to initiative, I'm afraid.
You don't sound afraid.
I hide it well. I'm very brave. The bravest. It's not like I have nothing at stake. Someone call it.
Stop.
Ellen.
Okay. I clamber onto Ruathane's back.
Okay.
And I'm trying to get a look at whatever might be in there.
Are you from where you are? You're trying to get a look?
Yeah, I'm not getting closer. I'm just trying to see if I can spot like what I think it is.
You kind of whirl. You're looking in that direction. Give me a perception check.
Okay. I got a 19.
At first, you're not sure. You see, looks like, flesh, something large. Then you see hides, and then you see just a flash of something starting to move around, and you realize it's an ogre.
Oh, boy.
I say that, Benric. It's an ogre. I can see it.
You see the bloody thing? Well, let's kill it.
Can I, since I climbed up on him, can I still ready an action, or is that only if you haven't done anything?
I cannot remember how we've played that so far, so I will put that as a question to the group. Do we usually allow a ready to action in that type of an instance, or no?
To hop on or off. I can't remember what you said.
I climbed on him, so my ready to action would be if it comes out, I want to take a shot.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Well,
a single action she's taken, so she would basically be writing her other action.
Yeah, because she's holding.
Okay.
Well, no. I don't.
No.
I'm trying to remember. How did we do that before?
I don't remember.
I always played where you don't. If you take any action, you can't ready anything else. It's either ready the whole thing or not.
Because
that's just how I've done
I
it.
thought that's what we did before as well. I could be.
Okay.
I could
All
be
right.
wrong.
That sounds more right to me. So unfortunately, yep. That's why I just didn't want to veto it because I literally couldn't remember.
Okay.
Very
So, yep, that's
shame.
her turn.
Caught up with me. I don't know why I found ornery. Next fastest, which would be Celevis, the Sheikah.
All right. Celevis is. He is going to move off to Ruathane's right. No, not right up at the door.
Okay, I misunderstood. I'm very
He's going to move off to Ruathane's right by maybe 10 feet. He's just going to spend his whole turn kind of moving there. Yep, kind of just off to getting into a position.
So Benric.
Sir Benric will move towards the structure. He'll stand about 10 feet away from it. Yep, try to get a good gaze inside of it.
You at this close can see something big definitely moving. It looks like it's standing up right even as you're looking.
Come out, beast. Meet your doom.
I like his style.
That's not.
You see
Oh,
Doom thing comes lunging out and actually smashes part of the door open as it just barrels through. Doom! I'm right, Doom! I bring Doom! Front your head, little man! and it swings this huge club. Oh my! How about a 21 there, unhittable Venric?
Oh, that's a hit.
Oh, wait. Are you saying I hit you, Venric? Are you
That's a
saying
hit, yeah.
a bow immediately in the game hit you?
I feel like I kind of deserve that my last play. Yeah, I'll take it.
Venric, you take 7 points of damage as this club smashes into your chest. Give me a saving throw versus paralysis.
Oh,
He's not paralyzed. That's the save I'm calling for.
That is a 14, which is what I needed.
Okay, so it hits you so hard it almost knocks you off your feet backwards. You like literally get driven a couple steps back and you bear down, planting your feet, but you realize this thing almost sent you flying.
How much damage did he just take?
7.
7 points.
Mhm.
Oh, yeah, I'm injured.
Brother
Yeah,
Bertram
Brother Bertram rushes up behind him, and if he has the movement,
swings on Sullivan or swings on Benric. Yes, that
he will
Nat
cast
20.
a spell.
fine,
He's going to cast Cure Light Wounds on Vendrick.
and he does so.
For
Or does
5
he?
hit points.
He does. Benric, you take 5 points of damage, I think is what he's saying.
And Vendrick drops.
I could see Bertram saying cure light wounds and then like punching somebody in the shoulder and then not actually casting a healing spell, just punching him and be like, yeah, you're good.
You didn't feel it?
Yeah.
All right. Here we go. Celavus the Seeker.
Yeah, Celavus is at this point he is going to move forward about he's just going to move forward his 30, just kind of directly forward from where he's at. Yep, and he's going to just kind of turn and position himself.
All right. Celavus moves up into position, playing chess while those around him play checkers.
Not getting in close on that, a freaking ogre.
Brother Bertram!
Bertram's going to hold.
Bertram holds. A wise move, Bertram.
That's why.
But you have left the ogre only one target. We like this game. Now, finish it. You take a second smacking. Ooh. How about a dirty 20?
That is a hit.
6 points of damage in the left leg.
Oh.
And again, thunder rolls. You're not sure if it's the thunder or how hard this thing is hitting your knight. And you guys realize, without his plate mail and just stern constitution, how well he's built, this would be snapping bones on a lot of people.
Mm-hmm.
Whacked into your leg. Do you fall, Venric?
No, Vendrick still stands.
Oh!
He's injured, but he still stands.
Oh, and look there.
All right, Beast. Vendrick is going to stick his sword right into this thing's belly.
You not fall? Huh?
That is a dirty 20.
There we go. There we go.
Well, that would be a hit.
Vendrick.
For 10 points of damage in the torso, right in his belly.
Ooh, yeah.
And you stab this thing in its like corpulent bad belly. And it looks shocked and like offended that you would stab it. The game is it hits you, you fall down. You not play by rules.
That's how I feel.
Okay,
Eowyn.
I will take a shot at it.
It is large, so you don't have to worry about shooting your comrades.
I had an 18.
That is a hit.
For 2 points of damage in its torso.
Oh!
And then Ruathane could run in and gore and then run back out again, right?
What's its movement?
His movement is 70 feet.
Oh Lord, yeah. Yeah, he can just kind of gore and then veer off.
Yes, that's what he'll do.
His Levite horse charger.
He misses though.
Okay, Ruathane misses, but runs in. All right, you held, Brother Bertram.
I take my turn and I heal. Sir Venric, light, heal this valiant warrior.
You cheat!
4 more hit points, Sir Venric.
All right, I'll take it.
You're cheating. Crunch you next, Baldy. Crunch you good.
You're kind of bald yourself.
This choice. Not me like this look. Brother Bertram.
Yeah, Bertram's gonna move around the side and smack this thing and then move back. All right. Here we go. I don't think so. 8. That's not going to work.
That is a miss. Then you hop back. I'm getting mad. Real mad. So you. Alas, that is a 12.
Ooh, God. Ooh.
I missed that
Club
time.
slams into the ground next to the knight. And again, even though it was a wild swing, Venric, you're kind of glad that one missed because it hits harder than you've ever been hit. But it is now your turn, Venric.
Oh, righty then. Henrik will lash out in return. Oh, another dirty 20.
Nice.
They are clean to me, sir.
Oh, that's for max damage. So 11 points in his torso again.
Yeah.
Nice.
Venric, you lunge forward, driving your blade into this thing's heart. And it just crashes half against the wall, smashing down even more of it. The whole wall looks like it's going to just totally collapse, and it just leans up against it, dead.
Fenric will wipe the blood from his blade, and he will sheath it, and he'll go lean on the wall and take a breath.
And
Well
it
done.
feels Venric like your breastplate is maybe dented. It's pushing in further on your chest than it normally does. You're like, oh, you're gonna definitely need to get your armor looked at. And you've been in battle. You've been in warfare. You fought other knights. You fought footmen with great swords, but you just have not been hit like this. This thing was not human.
He dropped me from I was at 9. He dropped me down to 2. And Bertram healed me back to 7, and then he hit me again and dropped me to 1. Bertram healed me back to 5, but I was very close. Very close.
Do you have a moment
Fenric
for
will
me
just take a
to...
beat. He'll take a beat and just catch his breath. He had his bell rung. He was taking his breath. Trying not to let it show too much, but oh yeah, he got stung.
Bertram will apply a poultice to you if you allow it.
I will.
You guys can see a little closer into this ruin now. It looks like there's a camp in there, kind of a crude camp, but without looking closer, you're not really sure what's in there. But Bertram is tending to the knight's wounds.
I'll go loot the thing's body and kind of and search around the this little dilapidated building.
I'll go
Okay.
with him. Ruathane,
All right.
keep an eye on the trees.
4 hit points, Jolski.
Right.
Right,
And this
just
is
making
over.
sure.
This is over a period of about 10 minutes. As the healing poultice takes effect, Ruathane goes and charges one of the trees. Random. No, I'm just kidding. He just watches. Meanwhile, Celavis you go, Elwyn shadows you. You searching the ogre first?
Yeah.
Actually, amid the bones, chunks of meat, and other worthless junk in its bag, the ogre has a bit of treasure.
Nice.
34 copper,
Mm-hmm.
86 silver,
Mm-hmm.
23 gold,
Mm-hmm.
a jasper,
Okay.
50 gold, and you actually see, not in a sheath, a really nice short sword. And as you look at it, it's a silver short sword, but it's kind of grimy. And you realize after a moment, you're like, oh. And as you pull it out again, this is a nice sword. It's made by a master craftsman, and whoever the ogre took it from, ever since then, he's been using it as a toothpick,
Mm.
probably to clean under his fingernails as well.
Well then, look at this. This looks quite interesting. Kind of flicking some of the ogre, tooth decay off of the sword, and kind of wiping some of it off, and I kind of show it up to Venric, and the rest of the party.
Elwyn, Salivus.
She's lost her mind.
I have. Many creatures that have tough skin like that tree creature are vulnerable to silver. Maybe one of us should keep it out in case it shows its face again.
That's a very good point. Venric, you are the best with a blade, correct? So I would vote that he should take it, perhaps? I mean, he did stab it mostly when it came. So...
Venric will look at the blade. He looks up at you.
I know it's small.
Salvis, it's a keen weapon, indeed. It's a bit small for my liking, and I prefer my family blade here. Point down to the true steel longsword that he has. Salvis, this blade looks like it was made for you. I think you should hold on to it.
I mean, I can. If
you should, my friend. I don't believe it's chance that we stumbled across it. May it suit you well.
Well, if the rest of you are are in agreement, then I will.
Yes, I think it's in good hands.
Huh?
The thunder rolls, and the lightning intensifies, and the rain begins to become a downpour as you guys are discussing all of this.
I would probably be fine in this, but your heavy armor, Venric, you might start to have a little trouble in the mud.
Also, Venric, you feel very exposed to the lightning. You have heard tales of men getting crisped because apparently lightning is drawn to giant metal knights.
Maybe we should wait out the storm in here.
Yeah, perhaps we could wait in the ogre's lair.
Not gonna smell good, but that's what it is.
Do you move the ogre's body, or do you go around to the back where it looks like the wall's broken down even further?
Probably gonna have to do that.
Can we move it?
Yeah, I mean, this thing probably weighs 600 pounds at least.
It's heavy. I mean, you have Ruathane, you have the knight. Brother Bertram's a bear of a man. But yeah, it's up to you, of course. Whatever you choose to do.
Yeah, let's let the beast rot where it lays. Venric he'll go back around where the wall's been crumbled, and he'll seek shelter inside.
Okay. As you enter, you can see that there is a partial upper floor that's still intact. And you realize this has been used as a campsite several times. It's not, you're not convinced it's only the ogre that has used this place. Elwyn, as you peek in, you see the unmistakable spore of Beastmen. beastmen have laired here at some time in the past. The ogre has, of course, too. And you can see other creatures have been in here, no doubt. There's bird droppings, there's other things, but you can see fur tufts of beastmen. You can see here and there partial hoof prints in the dirt where it's broken in. But definitely there have been beastmen here in the past. The storm begins to intensify outside. It becomes very, very violent. What does my party do?
Huddle under the section with a little bit of roof left.
Did we search in here yet, guys?
That we had only gotten to the ogre before the rain started kind of hitting.
You don't see anything as you look around.
Okay.
You do search, but you don't see anything of value. It looks, as upon closer inspection, it looks like an old outpost tower, but it's very old. Even the style of the thing, it's quite old. No one builds quite like this anymore. It's well built, but from the construction, it seems like the stones are larger and a bit more cumbersome than would be used today. The mortar doesn't seem as well made. It seems more like mud with some clay and straw in there, but not like the mortar that would be used in the modern times that you live in. It's just a very, very old building. However, it was well built. It is sturdy, and that's why it's still standing. And clearly other creatures have stayed in here. As you hunker down under the remaining upper floor, you realize it's fairly solid. And again, this storm just begins to intensify. The rain is coming down like lead, and it does so for several hours. The storm slowly moves through the hills. Eventually, the thunder and lightning begin to move away, but by the time the storm rolls completely away, darkness is coming on. During said storm... Oh, sorry, were you trying to get my attention, Ben?
Yep, so I was going to say, hours before all that, Silvus was going to, he actually has a full-size lantern that he was actually, once he got in and underneath, he was actually going to use a flask of oil to light that up for a source of light and a little bit of heat.
Very good, very good. So Silvus gets you a little bit of heat with the lantern and some light. And since, as you're doing that, Silvus, why don't you roll me a d6?
Okay. That is a 3.
Well, as it turns out, we were on a 3.
Mm-hmm.
Well, at least it's not a 6.
7 more ogres.
Yeah.
Well, if I recall correctly, we were on 3 the last time that thing showed up.
Yep, you are correct about that.
Oh, goodness. What could go wrong?
That's good.
Just take a moment here.
You didn't call this storm, did you, Elwin?
No, I'm not practiced in weather magics yet.
Yet?
Well, it's something higher druids are able to do. Call lightning, and so forth.
It's impressive.
True, I've
Seen my
heard
mother do it many times.
the higher circles.
Your mother?
Yes, my mother is also a druid.
And she can call lightning.
Yo, mama's so elvish, she can call lightning.
So
That would
you
be a
are
good
all,
show.
Yes. You are all inside. Ruthane is kind of a little bit out of there. Obviously, the rest of you, I'm not going to worry about moving things. Suddenly the wind, it intensifies overhead.
It was never a storm!
Huh.
Something massive swoops overhead, and I am not kidding. It looks like this.
Oh my god.
Oh
What?
my god.
Much higher. It's not like right over you guys, but it is, for scale. Let's just see if I can.
You can probably set it right next to the building to show how big that
There you
thing is.
Yep. That is a bad day. All day.
Just
Because that's where wizards belong, right at the fire end of the dragon.
Yes, yes, they do. They always do.
how
Just
it
screw up.
goes in my experience. So this thing, and I'm not kidding. It looks I know a joke with miniatures and things, but this thing, you hear a deep as this wind just. You look out, and you hear a deep. You glance. Some of you are starting to get tired. It's wet. It's miserable. You glance out fearfully. You get a sense of terror as something massive blots out the sky, which is darkened anyhow. It's not fully dark yet. But you look, and in the last rays of the setting sun, you see a huge, huge red dragon. It seems to be flying from the northwest to the southeast. So it is essentially it would be coming from this direction, heading this direction. And it is, some of you may have seen dragons, well, you've all seen Brixus, but this is a truly huge, huge beast. It is flying far overhead. At first you fear that maybe it's coming somewhere toward the tower. It is not. Red Dragon provided by Ben Farley Painting Services.
It's come back to bite me again.
It
Yeah.
does look sweet, though, dude. That
It
thing-
really will come back to bite you.
Yeah, it's true.
It just barfs up Hex's corpse. Blah.
That's the wrong color. That's the wrong color.
What does my party do? Do you
I
do you
turn
try
out
to get
the light as soon as
Benric, what about you? Do you bellow a challenge?
Fenric is just, he stays quiet, huddled up in his armor, getting rained on. Nope. Pretend he doesn't hear anything.
Look at the maw. Look at the fire within.
So that's a 3 on the old red dice, and it goes up to 6. Interesting. Bertram will begin praying quietly. The light defends, the light protects.
Aelwyn's trying to figure out its trajectory, like where it might be going.
Very good. As Bertram is, the light defends, the light protects, and Sullivan is like turning out the light. Venric, what did you say you were doing?
Fenric is just sitting quietly. He's like, nope, I'm brave, but I'm not a fool. He just stays quiet and still.
Very good. As Venric is like, he's tracking it, but his sword is in his sheath at his side. He's holding onto the hilt and just watching it. And Ellen, you look at the sky. It's hard to know. The storm is still going pretty well, pretty hard. But it looks like the direction it's going, you know where Fartham is there on the map. It looks like it's maybe flying toward the mountains. And there's a large wall of mountains to the east. If you continue, east of Fartham, east of the Temple of the Argent Lord. That wall of mountains continues down to the Thunder River. And you know very well, Aelwyn, that it pretty much it runs all the way almost to the Endless Wheel. There's a large range of mountains.
Perhaps an offspring.
And you were... What's that? Sorry.
So this just kind of quietly says under his breath to himself, perhaps an offspring?
offspring of what?
I don't quite know. Only rumors.
What rumor? I haven't heard anything about a red dragon in this area.
Has this anything to do with the notes, Elvis?
I don't know. You have to understand, many of these things are very, very ancient. We should be quiet for now.
There is a storm going on. What do you know?
I don't know anything. As I say, it is all simply rumor.
Well, what are
Well,
the rumors?
Yes, what rumors?
Well, heard tell that there's something far deeper into the Lonely Valley. Perhaps even, believe it or not, in this region, a volcano. Further
How
to
would
the
we
north.
not know if there's a volcano?
Well, because of what is rumored, perhaps to live there.
That thing?
I don't believe so. Perhaps, as
And
I
what
said,
is rumored?
perhaps I said an offspring. That is all I have said.
So another red dragon?
I do not wish to simply fill your heads with more fear based on only rumors.
Salavis, I just saw a red dragon in the sky. My head is filled with fear already. Stop talking in metaphor. What is it?
My friend, you did say there was a rumor something lived in this volcano. That much we're already wondering about. Can you shed any light that you might know?
I have a theory from old rumor and books and research that myself and Vrixis have done. I believe there may be some sort of ancient worm resting within the volcano. Perhaps it is more than that.
Bigger than what we just saw?
More than how could something be more than a dragon?
I don't know. I don't know. And again, all of this is rumor and conjecture based off of several hundred-year-old notes and things and accounts. I don't know what is true and what is not. This is just old rumor from these lands.
I don't hold you to account of the truth of it, Zelvis. Just...
Is that why you're here? Is that why they call you the Seeker? Seeking this thing?
No. But my order, we try to be apprised of such, well, possible calamities that might be plaguing the world.
Salavis, do you believe that the great worm that just flew overhead is the red dragon in the volcano?
As terrifying as this is, Venric, not even close. And at this, Sullivan actively shakes as he, kind of thinks about this, looking, kind of peeking his head out and around about that dragon.
Bertram will reach out a hand and just put it on his arm. You all right?
As I've said, I hope that these are just old wizard's tales. But, hell, at the very least, there's at the very least dragons about.
My God.
Yes.
How much bigger can the beasts be? That thing was massive. The size of the structure that we're in right now.
Flying house.
I don't want to describe I don't wish to describe some of the old lore. As I say, some things I have read have clearly been mythologized over time. Unless they're not.
How comforting.
Well, if it's troubling for you to speak of it, I don't want to cause you distress, but I feel, speaking for myself, I can bear the tale.
Well, again, it's not really a tale. It's not an individual tale, Bertram. It's more like, imagine the silhouette of something being described from multiple different sources. It's hard to wrap your head around exactly what you're actually talking about. Nothing is direct. Nothing is very clear. But what I think may be there, as I've said, is an ancient worm, and perhaps, from conjecture, something that might have achieved more.
You won't say, what is more? Undeath? I don't understand.
The Argent Lord was once a paladin. Now he is a god.
Is that what you're saying? A red dragon that's achieved godhood?
As I say, it's rumors, conjecture.
I don't know how this is something I haven't heard of before.
You have to understand the scope, Aelwyn. And I understand elves live a very, very long time, but we're talking in this scope of things, ages that perhaps even your mother never saw.
How long do elves live?
Like humans, it's variable, depends on each one, but
Then again, as a druid of a high order, I don't know. Did
I'm
she
not
ever?
high order.
No, your mother. Did she ever achieve immortality, Aelwyn?
No, certainly not.
Oh, very, very, very good. I was just curious. I had heard some rumors.
Is that a thing that druids do? Become immortal?
Again, I have heard tales. This is what I say. You have to take everything with a grain of salt. I read much of old folklore and old mythology, and I piece together what I can and perhaps try to find the truth of certain ancient things.
Well, you tell me what that truth is, and I'll believe it sometimes.
I'll try. Do my best. And Selvus will go silent, kind of just sitting there pondering to himself.
I have seen armies, many foes. Nothing like that dragon that just flew past. That thing is... well, it's almost hard to comprehend. And at that, Venric will lean back in the wall, and he'll be silent as well.
Is anyone wounded?
Minorly. By the way, Bertram, I wouldn't have survived that fight with that ogre if it wasn't for you healing me. Thank you, my friend.
Thanks to the light, yes. It's good to see you stand on your feet. I couldn't hit it. I tried.
Well, that may have been the hardest I've ever been hit in my life. That first one nearly killed me. Thank you, my friend.
Venric Ogre Slayer. Yes, Sir Venric Ogre Slayer.
I couldn't have done
You're
it without
welcome.
the team.
Perhaps one day dragons. There.
Stay thy tongue, wizard! No.
Venric will act like he didn't hear some of us.
Right. As the party kind of hunkers down, thinking sobering thoughts, as it's flown past, your mind, you question, was that as large and terrifying as it truly seemed to be? There's something about it as it flew over, you just felt fear that was completely unnatural. It was natural to be afraid of something like that, but it almost seemed like a supernatural fear. The storm blows itself out over the next few hours, and you realize as the rains finally drop down to a patter, it's not long till nightfall. You're in the hills, where as the trees are still all around you, but at the beginning of these hills, and you realize, though the druid would automatically know, pressing on in the dark in this, maybe you might be okay, Aelwyn, but even you with dark vision would be careful to do it, because one wrong step.
Days lost to us.
Well,
Here.
so we camp here then?
If I'm being completely honest, I'd rather wait until the morning. Dragons apparently have very good vision and they can move very fast. So if we could let it get some distance between us and then, it might be for the best.
Let me make a use of the healing I have left then. If any are wounded at all, I have my holy symbol will allow me to cure one more, and I can lay hands. So I have 3 healings I can do.
I'm slightly injured, Brother Bertram.
What of you, Celavus?
I'm only down one.
Aelwyn?
I'm fine. No, thank you. She kind of shies away from you.
Something the matter?
Nothing. No, not injured.
Very well. He will cast Cure Light Wounds on Venric from his amulet. That's 6 points back.
Nice.
And Celavus, lay on hands, or healing hands, for 4 hit points.
All right, I'm up to full.
And the last one on himself, for 2 hit points.
Venric is back to full. Thank you, Brother Bertram. Thank the
Bless
light.
the light.
Yes, thank the light.
Well then, guess we should
Go ahead and take 5. All right. The group of adventurers huddles in the dubious shelter of the ruined outpost. They see no more of the dragon, nor for the rest of that night do they see anything else. The storm blows itself out, but by the time it does, it's fully dark. The wind still is very, very high, but the rain tapers off. Around midnight, the wind dies down, and you can see a moon in the sky, crescent moon. You keep watch through the night, but almost like the rest of you, it's as if the passage of this great dragon has caused the entire land to be quieted. Very little moves, hardly even any birds for hours. It's just quiet. and therefore you don't have to roll any random encounters throughout the night. The next day dawns. It's colder, partly because you're up in the hills, partly because it's just colder. It's getting later. It's October, and November's on the way. And as you go higher in elevation, that coupled with the season, the Lonely Valley is a pretty temperate place, but it's definitely chilly. And as you guys kind of wake up, you miss your tents, your beds, your wagons. Those of you even that sleep outside, it's still better having a fire. No one said you lit a fire, so you all get up sore, stiff, stomping in your boots. Everybody mark off a ration from the day before.
Bertram will say his prayers.
So will do studying whilst grumbling about old folklore.
Once they're ready, I will head back out of the structure to see if I can still pick up any tracks.
Okay. The rain, again, was a torrential downpour, but normally you would have probably lost the trail. However, again, Aelwyn, it's shocking to you because most creatures that are natural, they move very circumspectly through the wilderness. They might leave, some sign of their passing. But these beastmen, again, you look over and you see where one of them looks like it just hit a nearby tree with an axe. You can see where another one, it looked like it, uprooted part of an old rotted stump and just knocked it over. The trail gives you the sense of wanton destruction for no real reason or rhyme.
I think I can still track them, so let's go.
Go.
That's good.
Make ready.
As will I.
Very well. Venric, why don't you roll me a d6? Back to a... Hold on, we're back. There it is. We're back to a 1.
That is a 6.
Excellent. Very well. I have to set something up, and I would have done this, but I wasn't sure what would happen there. So, give me just a moment. Talk amongst yourselves, or not, as you wish.
Do we believe? I hope that these beastmen still have possession of this thing and they didn't perhaps give it to some member of this cult. That's what I'm really worried about.
Yeah, all this talk of the priestess has me worried that she's the one who actually wanted it.
Exactly.
Very troubling indeed.
Well, if she does have the artifact, then it's only a matter of time before we track her down and retrieve it.
Right.
You truly believe that nothing can stop you, don't you?
Nothing has so far, Elwyn. Many, many things have tried.
Righteous fervor, I believe he has.
Very different way of looking at the world. I don't think I've ever quite seen it.
I believe one has to have such courage to face the horrors of war.
Do you find it refreshing?
Somewhat, although I've been rethinking just walking into that stable yard back in Fartham quite a bit.
Why? It worked out for us.
I mean, I got shot like 7 times, so, I mean, sort of, but if I could have not gotten shot, that would have been better.
Perhaps we could have found better cover sooner.
I got shot as well. However, I did not take advantage of the cover that was there. Kind of got a little carried away.
You fought valiantly, Brother Bertram, as did you, Celadus, and you yourself, Aelwyn. If it weren't for that spell, we would have been, well, overrun.
The roots! Yes! That I forgot you did that. That was hard to get through eventually, but very nice to stop them.
It's true. All's well that ends well, right? I mean, technically that only ended well for us, but technically it probably should have ended horribly for them. They are a nasty cult, so
It should have ended terribly for them.
A vile cult. And,
Justice.
Exactly, Brother Bertram. And all's well that ends well is one of my philosophies for life.
exactly. Sometimes you just have to look at the roses. I don't necessarily like smelling the roses because I have a bit of an allergy, but whatever.
Oh.
As you continue on your way, you travel for perhaps another hour, more like probably closer to 2. Trail leading you further and further up into the hills. When you first followed this path, there were so many trees you could barely see 30 yards in front of you. Now, as the elevation has risen, the trees grow fewer and smaller, and visibility has grown. Pausing at a rise, you can see the mountains rising beyond the hills to the east, while to the west the hills grow smaller and lower as vegetation claims them. It is then that you catch a whiff of something burning and see a plume of smoke rising from around the bend up the trail. Rounding the trail, you can see that the ground levels as it broadens out ahead of you. A large hill with a cave stands to the north. To the east, a steep cliff rises, while to the west a small stream flows down the hill and out over the edge of another cliff below it. Several huts are clustered around the cave entrance, and you can see the smoke is coming from a large fire in their midst. Near where the stream empties itself over the cliff is a small menhir, leaning precariously over. And if the tree might be in the way, actually that got moved, so that's the menhir there. And this is kind of the cliff, kind of goes around, and this is where the cliff is lower. It kind of drops down in elevation, and this stream over here runs over the edge of the cliff. You're at a distance, right?
I'm sorry.
Sorry, I was just saying you're at a distance right now. You listen and you hear the trickle of water, and you hear the braying of beastmen. And in the distance, you can see their misshapen forms.
Now, Benric, this is what I'm talking about. Maybe instead of just charging in, we could come up with a plan. Like a general, right? That's how human, come up with a plan.
I'm all for tactics, Aelwyn. The difference last time was we were in a village. There were people nearby. We didn't know if they were... At the time, we didn't know they were cultists. These are indeed beastmen. And I think that we should try to outwit them. Perhaps you could move by stealth and scout ahead.
Okay. And she drops off the elk and pulls the hood up on her cloak and vanishes off.
Benric will pull out his war horn. Oh, no.
All right. Well, as you do this, you realize the approach narrows. So what you're seeing here on this board is the it kind of comes in. It's wider out, but as you come up the trail where it begins to level here, you have the cliff's edge around here. You have the higher cliffs on this side. So you have to start, you begin sneaking your way up here. Where are you heading for becomes the question.
I'm gonna head for that green bush at like the far left edge by the cliff.
All right. This one here?
Yes.
Okay. Give me a stealth.
Got a 15.
All right. And when you creep up.
By the way, Venric is just out of the line of sight. He's got his sword in his hand. It's already drawn. He's just waiting for...
Uh-oh.
I'm watching. I'm just trying to get a sense of how many I think there are, and just seeing like what kind of movement there is.
All right. You see there are a lot of them kind of moving about the camp, going back and forth from the river, just moving about. One's over by the fire. You see over by the tent with the skull over, sure you can see that over here, you see a large beast man with armor step out. He's larger than any you've seen so far, and he's wearing, it doesn't look to be a suit of armor, it looks like different bits of armor, bits of chain and leather laced together, some plate kind of comes out, brays something in this bestial tongue that you don't really recognize before going back in to the tent. And again, you just see them kind of milling about, kind of camp life, doing what they're doing.
Okay. Do I see like, I know I'm not close enough to be inspecting tracks or anything, but do I see any sign of like the giant thing that Cal mentioned in his journal? Or like hear it at all?
No, you don't hear or see anything like that.
Okay.
Offhand. Again, as you say, you can't really inspect the tracks throughout the camp from your hiding point in the bushes, though.
Right. Okay. Okay. I will sneak my way back to the group.
Go ahead, give me a stealth check.
Okay. That is a 14.
All right. And you pad your way back. And she's so good that she just kind of pops up out of the bushes. This is after about half an hour of tense, maybe half an hour, 40 minutes of you guys standing there waiting tensely, trying to see what's going to happen, waiting for maybe the cry that she's been discovered, and all of a sudden she's just there.
Okay. Definitely Beastmen. I saw what was probably one of their leaders in armor. He was a lot bigger than the others. I didn't see the relic, but there's many tents. It could be inside of one of them. I don't know.
Okay.
If it's not here, they might know where it is.
Leave one alive, and I don't even know if it would tell us, but we'll find out.
So what's the plan?
What's the plan, Venric?
Well, we have two options. We ride in and meet them head on, or we draw them out to us. I don't have any ranged weapons. I don't use them. So my instinct is, of course, to rush in. Is anyone in favor of that? Aylwin, you seem like you're in for a good charge.
Yes. If needed. But what if we surprise to our advantage? I could use Entangle again to stop many of them. Again, they're plants. They can't tell friend from foe. So if you walk into it, you would also get stuck. But maybe I could entangle a lot of them and then start firing.
Yeah, perhaps we could be close enough. You can
I could get back to where I just was and cast a spell and then start lighting them up and wait in.
Even perhaps set one of your arrows on fire and light one of their tents on fire to stir them. And as they start coming to you, you could cast your spell while the rest of us charge in and meet them.
But that does mean that if you walk into that zone, you might get stuck as well. So I think
Last time I got stuck. I'll have to avoid it this time. A pesky spell. But I'm glad that you have it, Elwyn.
it's useful.
I'm hoping these beastmen are less sophisticated than humans and will be using more melee weapons, but you never can tell. They tend to huck javelins and nasty little things like that.
Is that agreed then?
Agreed.
I guess so.
I follow you.
The rest of us should stay just out of their line of sight, but be ready.
What I'll do first is cast a spell, and then I'm going to start shooting. So as soon as you hear their screams, run on.
Right.
I'll cast it in the center of the camp so we can still move on the periphery safely.
All right.
Indeed.
Okay? So I'm going to attempt to sneak back to that same bush.
All right, give me a stealth check.
Ooh, even better, 17.
All right. So you go to this same bush here.
Yep.
Correct? All right.
Okay, so she will sort of just lay her bow beside her as she's about to, do some spell work, and she is going to cast Entangle, centered, right in the center, kind of around that fire.
So which direction from the fire? Like north, south, east, west. This being north.
So south, line of sight and everything. So she'll center it. Yeah.
There?
Yep.
Is the purple too dark, or can you see it?
I can see it.
Okay. Would a different color work better? Do you like maybe blue?
I can see that just fine.
Okay. All right. You cast your spell, Aelwyn. What is the radius of this? I believe it was 30 feet.
20 feet.
20 feet. All right. So, all right, as these things, suddenly the vines begin growing up all around, grasping at these beastmen, and the alarm is, and they begin making these shrill braying sounds.
I'd like to pick up my bow and take a shot at that black one with the shield.
Okay. What's that? Oh, sorry, I thought someone else said something. All right. This one here you have a line of sight to.
Yes.
Okay.
Shot. A 13.
13 is I'm going to say it's a hit because it doesn't know where you're coming from. Normally it would be a miss because it has a shield, but it's not even facing the right direction. That is a hit.
It takes 4 points of damage in the torso.
Okay.
Nice.
All right. And it yet stands. Four points, though. It is injured as you shoot it in the side. Now we move to initiative. As Aelwyn's... what I did there, Aelwyn, is I put you first, but you are now done. Because you already got the surprise round to do your spell. Tell me when to stop.
And stop. Oh, look at that.
Sika.
It's almost like he has some sort of time magic. You can see the future. Yeah, Celavis is going to move up, and he's going to just try to kind of move up and off to the right where there's that Like tent? Yeah, not there.
Oh,
Behind that first tent off to the right, just to kind of get some line of sight blocking.
Is he trying to use stealth to move up?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead and remember this is just a you don't have the stealth skill, but you're not with disadvantage, so it's essentially a dexterity check.
Yep. So that is going to be a 13.
All right. And I'm not going to roll for anything unless it would need to, make a roll to notice you.
Mm-hmm.
We're not there yet to that point. Oh, Dolly. At this point, the rest of you are at a distance, so it's you can kind of see movement. This thing rushes out. It's larger. Again, compliments of
Nice.
Stoneforge.
I paint too many awesome minis.
It's true. This thing runs out of the tent. I'm going to give it a check to see. It does not really understand what's going on, and it runs out to give orders and runs into the edge of your spell. Now, what is, refresh me on how that works?
Saving throw versus spells. If it succeeds, it can move at half speed. If it fails, it cannot move.
All right, here's its saving throw.
And it gets a new save every turn.
Yep. So with that, no, he gets stuck. He rushes forward, bellowing and braying, and you're not sure what it's saying. You assuming you don't speak Beastman, but you do realize it was like, just from what you know, Druid, body language, those types of things, you know the way beasts are. It's essentially like, what is going on? What is the meaning of all this? And as it runs out, it runs smack into a vine that wraps around its leg and just stops it short. Brother Bertram.
We will hold until Venric moves. Sir Venric.
Next fastest, I believe, is Venric. Yes. Sir Venric.
Okay, how far can Venric get up with his movement from where he's at currently?
All right, so your movement is 20. You can move, you're in plate mail, so you can move times 3. You can move 60 feet.
And where would that put me? Whereabouts would that put me?
Still off the board, well off the board. If you're running full tilt, it's going to take you 2 turns to get up there.
That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to run fast as I can up to the goings on.
Bertram matches pace. Does the same thing.
You guys are clanking and running, and again, you're like, Sullivan's just darted out so fast ahead of you guys, but he wears no armor. The rest of them, they begin looking, so that one there does not notice the wizard. This one here is going to turn looking for where he got shot, trying to move. He is stuck. That one there is not stuck. It starts coming out this way, but not certain where anything is at. The one with the axe there, stuck. That one over there is beyond. Let me give him a check. This one here kind of steps back, seeing the boss get stuck. Meanwhile, you can hear more movement from within the tents, and that is what happens. Do we go into round 2? Sir Venric.
Okay, I'm going to do the exact same thing and run to the encampment.
All right, you're going to get there with a full run, but that's as far as that's pretty much you're running, you're sweating, you're as you're just like clang, 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 clang. Just you're getting there, but that's all you can do. And look at that.
Same thing.
Okay, Bertram runs up. I'm guessing next to him.
Yep.
All right. Next fastest is again Aelwyn.
Okay, I'm going to shoot the one that I already injured. Oh, I rolled a 19.
Excellent.
So hitting a 21. For
That
max
is a hit.
damage, for 6 in its right leg.
That will kill that beast, man. It's kind of slowly starting to turn as you shoot it in the leg, and it drops.
Nice.
and it is no more.
And then I mentally tell Ruathane to come to me.
Okay. And Ruathane begins gallop. What is that thing's movement?
80 when he is doesn't have me on his back.
Yeah, so
Nice.
Ruathane is like just there. He just like blurs forward like it's nothing, bounding up the hill. Again, if any of you have ever seen Princess Mononoke
Yep.
and the Red
Yep.
Elf, you know how quick and fast these things are as they move. And that's pretty much what this is like, a similar armored version of that. And it just comes flowing up the hill. Them. All right.
Mhm.
Here we go. This thing brays at it like 3 times in a row, and it sounds definitely like some kind of, alarm. And you see other figures now moving from the tents. It's going to, I think it's right at the edge. Let's see. Yep, still at the edge. It's going to try to break free, and of course it's stuck. But it's yelling as it's doing that. And that is all it's doing. It's hefting a large axe, but it can't do anything else. Meanwhile, that thing, he breaks free, and it's half speed, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Come around the fire. Meanwhile, that one back there backs further toward the cave.
Uh-oh.
Now you can see several beastmen come out of these other tents. They all must make saving throws. That one failed. Those 2 failed. This one there on the left. Yeah, he made it. He can move half. This one failed. So this one does make it, and he gets out of the area of effect, but he's 5 feet away from Sir Venric and cannot. Just not. He's like he stumbles forward out of this, but he does not get to swing. Oh, look at that. Well, it's a good time for this to happen. He's got to make his saving throw. He fell. And he's stuck. So hate and tangle. All right, Celovus, the Seeker.
All right. Celovus is going to move to the left. Basically, I want to be kind of kitty corner diagonal between that beastman on the far left and that fallen tree right there. And I'm gonna get right up on him, and
Okay.
I'm going to angle myself so I'm pointing in the direction of that line of beastmen. And I'm going to cast Burning Hands.
Okay.
So they all
No.
need to give me. Sorry, what?
No, I was going to say we had a template for that somewhere.
Yeah, it was around here, around there somewhere. But it's,
What's the length and all that stuff of
Yep,
Burning Hand?
Give me the information. 1 moment. Du-du-du. So it is a Burning Hands. So a cone of flame shoots from the fingertips of the caster. It's a 15-foot range. So it's a 15-foot cone. And
Flip
it's
all 3.
any creature in the area of the flames takes 1d4 points of fire damage per caster level. Saving throw versus spells for half damage. Flammable materials catch on fire, and a full round must be spent to put them out. The creature takes 1d4 points of damage each round until they're quenched.
Okay. Oddly enough, the first one right in front of you makes it. So he's free of what it is. He's free of the entanglement. He throws himself flat, so he'll take partial damage as you burn his back. The other 2 just get, as they're kind of like, they get slammed into with fire. So they're going to take full damage.
Full, let's see, full 3 points of damage.
Nice.
So 3 is full.
Mm-hmm.
Correct? All right, so that one there. Exit that. Takes full. The next one. That. And the one that threw himself, he'll take half. We round up for damage, I believe, so that should be 2, correct?
Yep, that is correct.
Right, and he is there. Now, here is a question.
Mm-hmm.
Do the ones that failed, they catch fire, or the one that made the save doesn't have to worry about that? He just gets singed, or am I misunderstanding?
It says any creature in the area of flames takes 1d4 points of fire damage per caster level. Saving throw versus spells for half damage. Flammable materials catch on fire, and a full round must be spent to put them out. It doesn't specifically say if a failed or a save. It does say save for.
Save for half. Okay, so they all catch fire because, as we know, fur is flammable. And they okay.
Some of us will look over kind of Aylwin's direction. I didn't get any trees.
Yes, well done. I knew you had it in you.
Believe it or not. Okay, however, that's not a bad thing, because the first thing that happens is the 3 that are on fire take damage again. Is that correct? Because they're on fire now.
Yep, because it says flammable materials catch on fire and a full round must be spent to put them out. The creature taking 1d4 points of damage each round until they're quenched.
Oh my gosh.
Okay. So go ahead and roll for each one of them. This one.
Okay. That's 3.
Okay. He drops burning to death as the flames overtake him.
You genius, Salivus.
Okay, the next one, 2.
All right, he does not die, but he is on fire. And then the one here that took half, but he is nonetheless on fire.
4.
Holy smokes, he is almost dead. He is falling down. He didn't roll, though. Let me see if they have the sense to... Okay, this one lunges forward on fire, enraged at you. Mm-hmm. This one is going to stop, drop, and or roll. Mm-hmm. But the one that's on fire...
Preschool.
Exactly. But the one that is on fire, it's like essentially he's blood red, angry, and he kind of lurches forward trying to stab you with his sword, Salivus. Yep. Oh, that's not good. For 17?
That's a hit.
You take 6 points of damage as this thing hacks into your... we'll say your torso because it was target, but I'm not going to have him.
Drops,
and the cleric or the wizard goes down. Sorry, I'm used to saying the cleric goes down, but
he used his gambit.
Sullivan did his job. Let's give him a proper barrel, kick him over the cliff edge, and move on with our life. Meanwhile, the other beastmen, they're many of them are still stuck. So this guy makes it. Can move. He's going to do so. This one here stuck. I think that's gonna do it. No, this one. You know, Kate, this one. Stupid druid. One. Oh, the boss makes it. He is not having your shenanigans. Granted, he could still only move partial. He's going to move to there. He begins roaring, and he points back toward the cave. And you see the one at the cave hesitating, but he's thinking about going inside, you could tell. But that is all they can do. Mm-hmm. Oh, look at that. Actually, it doesn't matter, because I already moved him, and I shouldn't have. He should have gone. That was my bad. All right, Brother Bertram.
Bertram's going to go over to Salivus and use healing hands on him. Light heal this wizard for 3 points. Nope, that's a 2 points of damage.
Heard it, damage.
I'm pretty sure Salivus makes that face that Gandalf did when he wakes up in the the white room and he just.
So you get 2 back. Are you conscious, Salivus?
I am barely back.
Excellent, excellent. You kind of glance up at Bertram over top of you. Next fastest is going to be Aelwyn.
Okay. I jump up onto Ruathane's back, and then I'm going to take a shot at not the one in combat with Bertram, but the one right behind him.
This one here?
Yes. Nope, missing terribly.
Okay. Sullivus. Conscious.
Okay. Silvus is going to wake up, kind of realize where he is, and he is going to begin crawling from his position and just going to kind of try to get behind that tree that's down next to them. He's going to kind of crawl and roll over on the other side of that tree just behind it.
Here?
Yeah. He's
Yep,
still on the
kinda
ground, but he's just kind of like back behind that tree.
Sir Venric.
Get some.
Okay. Sir Venric he'll slide up into combat with the Beastman that's in combat with Bertram. He will take a swing. That is a 19.
That is the hit.
All right. Max 11 points of damage in the left leg.
You chop his leg out from underneath of him and he drops dead. He was very nearly dead. He was burned very badly. The Beastman drops dead.
Voice.
Right. Next round. Begin with the ever popular. Oh! Okay, the one that stopped, dropped, and rolled is going to get up. He's got to make his save. He does. He's going to step forward. This one here is going to step forward. No, he's not. He's stuck. 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 All right, but one of them steps forward. You know, this is a good crowd control. I hope you're happy.
Yes.
He swings on Sir Venric. Oh, hello.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
That's a miss.
Me no like it.
So, luckily it wasn't great damage, so 3 was 4, doubled his 8 points of damage in the right arm, Sir Venric.
Ooh.
He hacks deep into your upper bicep area.
Oh yeah, Venric felt that.
Sir Venric, how do you answer this slight?
Sir Venric will return the favor to the Beastman. The dirty 20.
Oh, that is a miss. No, wait, that's it.
For 5 points in the head.
All right, has this one been hit? I believe it has.
Is that the one that stopped, dropped, and rolled?
Oh, yeah, it is. Yep, you kill it. You chop its head off, actually, for its troubles. And it is no more. Do you move at all? Or
He's going to slide over 5 feet. Just so he's between the next Beastman and Bertram.
Okay. All right.
Thank you.
Sullivus, the wizard.
All right. Silvus is going to, at this point, he is going to pull a flask from out of his. He's going to root around in his backpack and pull out a flask, and that is what he's going to do this round because it's an item that will be deep in his backpack.
Okay. Next fastest will be Aelwyn.
Okay. I take a shot at the black one that's near the fire.
Okay.
God, a 2. Missing terribly.
That is a miss. It's one of your own vines curls up, gets in the way, and your arrow gets snagged. The big man. He is going to try to make his saving throw. He does not make his saving throw. He is stuck.
Let's be
Brother
divine. He's going to lean forward and cast Cure Light Wounds on Sir Venric for 5 points of healing.
She bought out of those.
Not today.
Darn it.
Thank you, Bertram.
All right.
Heal that sword arm.
Yeah, exactly. The strong right arm. All right, and next is Sir Venric.
Oh, yeah. Venric is going to do the choppity-choppity dance on the Beastman. That is a 13.
That is a whiff.
Mr. Rue. All right.
Brother Bertram, believe it or not.
Bertram is going to use his last healing hands on Sir Venric
Oh.
for 2 points more. Keep rolling freaking ones!
That's all right, man. I'm almost at full. Thank you.
Let us see. The big man. Oh, there we go. He makes his save now. Of course, he still isn't going to be out of the area. He kind of moves forward. Still within the effect of the spell, which I believe lasts a very long time. Isn't that true, Kate?
10 minutes.
Oh, Helen. Soon the dragon will eat your face. Wizard.
Okay. Celebus is going to try a gambit at this point. He is going to get up from where he is, where he was currently kind of crouched down. And then he is going to rush back over with the rest of his movement over towards that tent on the right side that he had hid behind before.
Okay.
Yep.
Now, that's one move action if he wishes to do anything else or double move.
He had to get up because I was
gotcha.
prone
You're
last
right.
round. Yeah.
Right. All right. Well, the one that Venric hit is going to answer back, swinging its great axe. Oh, wait. That's right. I was going to say it's a miss, but these things are, in fact, that's a hit. It's a dirty 20.
Good.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, can you feel it in the air tonight? For 11 in the torso, Sir Venric.
Oh, Venric drops.
Oh,
No!
The mighty knight is no more!
no.
Rejoice, all ye of evil ilk! Hear the voice from the hillside. Dance the dance of joy! All right, that doesn't happen, but somewhere a cold heart is warmed. Meanwhile, the others, man, I did not expect that. But, roll good. This guy makes it. He can move. That one, actually, I hate to waste a nat 20 on it, but he did roll a nat 20, so he can move. And the final one, no, he's stuck. The one back here by the cave entrance seems to be waiting. And you get the sense he's waiting to see how this battle is going to play out. All right. Aelwyn.
Okay, she yells, Bertram, get him up! And Ruthane is going to charge that one that just felled him. And he's going to attempt to gore him. Oh, he rolled a net freaking 20!
There we go.
Not allowed. We're going to... A new rule. Nat 20 start.
Ruthane gores him in the target. I'm going to say in the chest for 14 points of damage.
Good
Rolled max
lord.
damage.
Oh my god. How much? 14?
14, yeah, he rolled max.
Nice.
Wow, okay, well. Yep. Ruthane slams forward, spearing this thing in the chest, lifting this Beastman as it's up off the ground. And it bleeds out still in his horns as the elk then drops him as though it's distasteful. But that was impressive.
Yes. And then I shoot the one with the axe and the shield. God, missing terribly. He's so much more efficient than I am.
I want to check something. Ruthane will have to give me a save to see if he's entangled.
Okay, so I did have a question. So in the description of the spell, it says the plants twist and wrap around everything excluding the druid. I wasn't sure if that extended to him.
It does, in fact. I did not know that part. Because I play familiars, animal companions, especially if there's a magical bond. He is, for the intent of the spell, it would know that he is a part of you. So I didn't know that, but yes, never mind. Vines go to wrap around, sense you, and go away.
Step
Awesome.
aside for him.
That's pretty cool.
No, so cool. I love it. That's amazing. All right. But your knight is dead forever, so good luck to you. Nothing can bring him back. He's gone. Venric is no more. Joel will be rolling 3d6. Actually, why don't you go ahead and roll 2d6 per stat. -1. And you only get 3 stats. All right, here we go. Celovus, the Seeker.
Okay. Celovus is going to move over until he has a direct line of sight to that point on the ground where Caitlin centered the entanglement. Just I want to be. Yep. So kind of yeah. Yep. So if kind of facing. Yep. There.
Yep.
And he is going to huck a flask of oil at the spot on the ground there, right next to the campfire, because that's what I spent a turn rooting around my backpack for.
Okay, so my assumption is what you're wanting to have happen is you want this to spatter the campfire, catching the entangled area on fire and burning all these guys.
I'm not saying all. I just want to at least maybe expand the part on the ground. I don't know how much it's going to explode, but I just want to some sort of minor explosion to see what happens.
Okay, what I need you to do is roll to hit that area.
Okay.
It's just an AC 10.
Well, let's see. Ooh, I rolled a 19.
Okay, so it smashes going into the fire, and the oil begins to catch. And I'm going to say for 10 feet all around, the vines begin to burn up. Now, what that's going to do is it's going to negate the effect of the spell in that area. We're going to leave that there because we're going to know that 10 feet out from there will no longer be a thing. However, I'm going to say each one of these guys takes a d6 of fire damage. So that's all 3 of those guys, not that guy.
Yo, huck of the oil gambit, you sly dog. You.
And as you guys see, as he hucks this through the air, you guys see Celovus actually does some tries to make it look like he cast some sort of spell or something like that. He does some sort of arcane flick of his fingers, but he really just hucked the flask. Let's see. That's for 4 points of damage.
Okay. Well, let's roll in order.
Yep.
Which one was first?
Let's go right
Start
to
with
left.
the big guy.
Yeah, that works. So that'd be 4.
Okay, 4 on him.
6 on the next guy.
Oh my.
Okay. See.
Would they get a save versus this, by the way, for half or something? Just because they got that from the burning hands.
That's a good point. They should get a save for half. I'd say the big guy, no, he fails. This guy, he fails. Last guy makes it.
Okay.
So this guy took how much?
The second guy took 6.
Okay.
And the third guy only took 1 anyway, so kind of worked out.
So that guy is really, really jacked up. This guy here is very badly burned. The last guy took how much?
1.
Okay. So he's only slightly singed. And this isn't going to be a thing where they catch fire because the fire isn't that intense.
Yeah.
It just flares up and basically
that's all I was
it's like
kind
a
of
black
looking.
fire.
It's almost like a mini grin. It's like well, again, anybody who's dumped gasoline on a fire. It's kind of that's all I was hoping for was sort of a flash flame or something real quick.
Burns and singes.
Start to burn. She's like, Celovus, they were helping us. You're killing them.
But you can grow them back.
So next fastest would be Ellen.
Okay, I'm gonna take a shot at the same one with the axe and shield.
He is very badly injured.
Let's see, there we go. I got a 14.
That's a hit.
for 5 in his torso.
Right? You shoot him in the chest, and he drops dead as a stone.
And then Ruathane, so he's gonna sort of go back around that log there because we don't want to go into the burning area, but to get in front of Bertram. So he's gonna sort of backtrack and get in front of Bertram, so he's not getting charged. Yes.
Okay.
And he like lowers his head and snorts at that big beastman.
Bertram
Another bird.
leans forward to touch Sir Venric and casts Cure Light Wounds. Heal him.
You accidentally poke him in the eye, and you only get 3 back because you do a point of damage. But all right, that's fine.
4 hit points.
4?
Yep.
All right.
Benrick lives.
Is he conscious?
He is conscious.
All right. Unfortunately, it's not his turn. All right. These guys, man, that guy's dead. Okay, so this guy is not that damaged. So does he make it? No, he's stuck. Does he make it? Finally, this clown can move. Jeepers. All right. Is going to move. Actually, as he gets to here, 10 feet out is burned away. You can get to here. And that guy is still holding. Kind of takes a half step forward, and he waits. But that's all that can be done. Meanwhile, Sir Venric.
Okay, Venric will get to his feet.
All right, that's one action.
And he will reach for a potion and drink it if he can, if he has enough
He
movement.
can pull it out. He can't drink it yet. He can drink it next turn.
Okay, that's what he'll do.
This guy is going to... Oh yeah, he's going to step to Ruathane. Seeing the damage that these two have caused, he's actually going for your steed.
Oh! It's actually not allowed.
Oh, is that not in the game rules? All right, and he swings this massive axe at Ruathane's. Oh, I don't know, man. Hold on. Oh, that's an 18 that I rolled.
Oh God,
so...
yes.
Now, luckily, I rolled garbage damage for 6 in the torso.
Yowza!
That's garbage.
Oh,
It actually, in fact, is garbage. He's using a great axe.
Well, that's garbage if that's garbage.
Truly. Celibus, the Seeker, begins our next round.
Yeah, with them closing in, Celibus is going to draw his blade and cast Mage Armor.
Ah.
Nice.
He's all out of tricks.
Next fastest is going to be Aelin. You go fast a lot because of that.
She is screaming at this beastman, and she pulls her scimitar, and you're gonna die today. 14.
14 is good enough for a Beastman, but for Korok Manslayer, the Beastman champion, his AC is 16. I'm so sorry.
Well, Ruathane is also going to attempt to gore him.
I'm bummed.
God, missing 2. He's wobbling a little bit from that big hit he just took.
It's terrible. All right, Brother Bertram.
Brother Bertram is going to lean over to the knight and use his holy symbol and recall Cure Light Wounds and heal him again. For 4 more.
All right. Them. This guy back here is going to have to make a save. He is a Beastman after all. Oh, heck no. So the guy back here just can't take anymore, and he rushes for... And he goes flying forward, hitting that, and, promptly getting stuck. He just can't... I ruled he just couldn't take anymore. Meanwhile, this guy can move to here. Can he move further? He cannot. Well, actually, he can get to there, and that he can attack. He goes for Ruathane also, seeing his boss. How about a 14?
That is his AC.
It's too bad. 4. Wow. 5 in the torso. Ruathane gets chopped into. Is your Orc dead? That'd be too bad if
he's on his feet. He's bleeding heavily, but he's on his feet.
Oof.
Okay. I'm really glad about that. All right, this other guy. Oh, he makes it. He's gonna move straight up at you, Celovus. He is done. He is done. Done. But he only gets a 10.
No, luckily I have mage armor at the moment.
Good
Very well.
job.
Sir Venric. Ooh, it's getting close.
All right, Bennett. He's gonna quaff that potion. All right, that's gonna put him to full, and then he's going to take his movement. He's gonna get in combat with the Beastman that just thought about running up on his mage.
Right. He's gonna step over to there. So you quaffed and you moved. So next is Korak Manslayer. He's going to swing again on this elk. He is realizing. Get rid of this thing. Ooh, let's see. How about a 13?
That's a miss.
I mean, how about a
No,
14?
no.
He swings his axe and Ruthane rears back, kicking forward, and he almost hits him, but he misses. All right. Next round will be begun by the erstwhile.
Okay.
Mhm.
Here you go,
Ruthane
Kate.
attempts to gore him again. God, missing terribly.
Cool,
And-
man.
Aelwyn is going to reach down and cast Cure Light Wounds on him because he is
What?
dangerously wounded.
How dare you, madam?
All right, so okay, that helps him a little bit.
You ruined all your DM's plans.
I'm trying to stay alive. How dare I?
I only want to kill your mount/best friend. That's all I ever wanted.
And that is my turn.
I hate to tell you this.
Oh my god!
He swings again on the elk! Oh! Oh! Oh,
Oh, no.
no.
No!
The red?
Oh,
You dirty Rothmeyer. You just flipped that over. I know you did.
For 16 points of damage in the right leg.
Holy crap! He
Oh.
collapses out from under her.
Give me a dexterity check. Or actually an acrobatic if you have it.
Let's see. A 15.
Alright. You land next to where the elk fell, and you realize he's chopped into like Ruathane's like upper haunch in his front right, and your elk gives this horrible, you've never heard him give this scream, and he falls, and you think he might be dying. And this thing, it's this ugly, toothy, braying laugh. Celovus.
All right, Celovus is going to rear back and go to stab this beastman that just rushed him. Get back, you nasty thing! Let's see. That is going to be a 14 to hit.
Hit.
Okay. For 5 in total.
5 in
the
total.
target, so I'm going to say the torso.
This guy is injured, but that does not drop him. You stab him. It kind of goes partially through his hide armor. It draws blood, but it like staggers back, but it does not die.
Okay.
Brother Bertram.
Bertram will step next to Aelwyn and strike at the leader. He'll look at Aelwyn and say, I'm sorry, I have no more spells.
Do you say, but elk is a fine meal?
I do not say that. He's going to swing at the leader.
It's okay if you think it.
I don't think it. He hits a 12.
That is not going to cut it.
Pathetic.
It bounces off his shoulder plate. All right. This one has been injured. Who does he go for? He's got 2 targets. 1 to 3, the wizard. 4 to 6, he will go for the knight. Wizard, he just likes the cut of your jib, which means he wants to smash your skull in and drink your brains. But I rolled a 9.
That's not going to be good enough.
Watch out, he
All
wants
right.
to cut your jib.
This one is going to swing on the cleric. Oh no, a 10?
Whew, that misses.
That one in the back is trying to move, and he is stuck. The Korok Manslayer, he speaks in broken common. Eat your deer for dinner. And he swings on you, Ellen.
Sounds like Skeletor.
He kind of does, doesn't he? Ooh, no. That hit a 11.
Nope, that's a miss.
She
Screw
said
you,
angrily.
He-Man.
So Venric.
Okay, Sir Venric is going to do his best to put this Beastman down. He's going to swing at him. Ooh. 23?
That is, yeah, that hits. That
He
was
said it
big.
all questioningly, like,
For 8 points in the head.
Okay, you split his skull wide open, exposing what little gray matter these things have to the light of day. All
And
right.
I'm going to use my movement to move up on the Beastman to Bertram's right there. Yeah.
But what if your wizard wanted to charge? You blocked him off from glory.
Sorry, Celadus, in case you wanted to. I'm sorry.
You're fine.
All right. Brother Bertram.
I swing again on the Beastman leader. Oh no, I just really can't hit nothing. 6.
That's not going to do it. Celadus, the Seeker.
All right. Yes, Celovus is going to move next to up and next to Venric, and to where he can be in base to base with that other regular Beastman.
Give me a save as you step into the area of effect.
Yep.
That's the first. You'll still get there but I just need to see if you get stuck.
And I fail.
Okay, so you can go ahead and swing, but you are stuck because that was the first as you just step into this area.
That's what I figured. As much I figured, I'm like, I'm just gonna push it though. All right, I'm gonna stab him or attempt to. No, that was a miss.
All right. Oh no. He swings on you, Druid. 14?
That's a miss.
Oh, how close was I?
Pretty close. It's 15.
Oh, he swings inches from your chest. I rolled torso, so he almost connects with your gut, and you like lurch back, almost tripping. You realize this thing hits almost as hard as the ogre, maybe just as hard. Sir Venric.
Okay, Venric is going to swing on the Beastman closest. That is a 11.
That's a miss. Them. All right. The one that's stuck back there is going to try to move. God, he's still stuck. Okay. The one that you just swung on, Venric, he is paying attention to you because you're swinging pretty hard. He goes for you. No, that is an 8. The big guy swinging still at the druid.
Wait, he just went.
Oh, he did. I'm sorry. You're right. I do that from time to time. It's called cheating. No, actually, I did it on accident.
It's
That
because
is-
he's
I
got
get-
the 2 different cards.
Blood is up.
But yeah. All right. The next fast, it doesn't matter because the last one to go is Elwyn. So
Okay. She is screaming, and just attacking with no thought to defense. I'm gonna cut your horns off and wear them. 15.
He means it.
what'd you hit?
15.
It's a miss. He's a 16.
I mean a 16. That's what I said.
Sucks. Now, here's the thing. He's a living creature, and you're a druid, so, I mean, you really want to... Oh, Ruthane should go ahead and give me a Constitution save.
Okay. No, 5.
Lose a hit point, Ru.
He got a nickname now that he's dying.
Mhm.
All right. Here we go. Celovus.
All
What?
right. Celovus is going to stab that, or attempt to stab that one again. He's not even going to try to break free of the vines at this point. He's just going to try to stab this guy. That is a 16
That is a hit, sir.
for
This guy's very wounded.
3 points of damage in the left arm. So right above his shield.
Ah,
Nice.
So I just guide that blade right above his shield into his shoulder.
Yep. And you pierce it through his shoulder into his neck, and it drops dead. If you wish to move, Celovus, actually you should make your save regardless.
Yep, just on the off chance. No, I
If you
failed.
want. Okay, so you are stuck regardless. All right. There is only one regular Beastman left, who is now perhaps rethinking, but it doesn't matter because he's stuck now. Back there, he was filled with righteous or unrighteous, actually, zeal, but got stuck. Okay, doesn't matter because it is now Aelwyn. She looks
There you
happy. Go ahead.
Yeah, she's like screaming like a wildcat. No, God, missing terribly. She's swinging for the fences. But
Yeah, she's just. You hit Bertram in that arm. He's like, "Ow, hey, Venric."
Okay, Venric is going to swing on the Beastman leader.
You'll have to move up, and you'll get there, but you will have to give me a saving throw versus spells.
All right. Okay, I fail my saving throw versus spells.
So you get there, you can swing, but you are stuck.
Okay.
So there'll be no more moving.
All right. 22.
Oh, that's a hit.
That's what I'm talking about.
Why would you do that? I was having a good time.
That is for 9 points of damage in the torso.
Nice.
Ooh.
Dear Lord, you hack into this thing's side savagely. Like, it's really, you could have been friends or something. Yeah, I mean, man, you ruined it. All right, you cleave into this thing's makeshift armor. Some of the chain links snap free from the hide armor and the studded leather next sewed to that. But it is now his turn, and you have his attention, Sir Venric. And he turns, whirls, swings his massive axe in your direction. Oh my God, I rolled a 5. Never mind. He swings, but
on
he's not
Venric,
used to-
you roll a 5. Are you kidding me?
I know it's yeah. I don't know. I like Benric more than the rest of you, I suppose. But not really. It's the luck of the die. Yeah, I rolled a 5, and that's terrible. He's so hurt. He like swings clumsily, and finally next fast, which doesn't matter. It's the last one. Bertram.
Bertram swings on the horned cow in front of him. Okay, he hits a 16
That is what you need, sir.
for max damage in the right arm. So max damage is 12 damage in the right arm.
Nice. Oh, yeah.
Get an 11 hit points. Bertram smashes into this thing's shoulder and arm, snapping the bone. The pain is so great as the bone literally rips through his flesh. It blacks out and collapses. Auric, Manslayer, drops.
Good stuff.
And there's only one left, and he's stuck.
So are we.
All right. It is going to try to move. It's stuck. Okay. Next fastest, Aelwyn.
Okay, the second the immediate danger in front of her is passed, she turns back to Ruethane and she's going to start putting a poultice on him to stop the bleeding.
That is what Aelwyn is doing. Takes time. Celovus.
Okay. Silvus is just going to hold his turn and ready in action so that if that thing breaks free and charges towards him, he can just take a stab at it.
Okay. Sir Venric.
Okay, Venric is going to try to move through this stuff, get to this beast.
Okay, go ahead and give me a saving throw.
No. I rolled a
Okay,
3.
he is stuck by the entangle spell. Brother Bertram.
Can Bertram see this thing?
Yep.
He's going to draw a hammer and try and throw it at it.
Oh, all right.
Mhm.
That hits a 13.
Oh, it has a 14 AC.
God!
That would not be funny. All right. The next fastest will be just a drawn up. God.
Oh,
Oh, that was good. It made me chuckle. I love it. Ah, the moments of joy. All right, here we go. Venric,
Okay, but Venric is going to try to move on this thing again.
saving throw versus spells.
Bertram pushes him. Oh,
No, I freaking rolled another 3.
It.
Blast this spell when it's not for use, it's for us.
Oh! No, wait, that's crap. No, that is a 14, but that is still not good enough. It's stuck as well. Sullivan!
Yeah, because he waited around last time. Sylvis is going to try to break free of the entanglement.
Let us see it.
Let's see here. No, he fails.
Bertram.
okay. I pull my second hammer. That's the last hammer I have, and throw it again. Oh, just double cursing all the curses.
All right, next
3.
fastest, which doesn't matter. It's the last one, which is Aelin.
Okay, now that he is stabilized, she is going to sprint through
Actually, pulling a poultice and using it isn't like a potion. You're applying that poultice for it takes time.
Oh,
So
okay.
you're engaged. Unless you want to stop.
No. She doesn't care about that beast. No.
Okay, gotcha. So give me a heal check.
Okay. Is that off of wisdom?
Yes.
Okay. 17.
Oh, never mind. You finish this round. You can't do any more this round, but next round you can move freely. You expertly find the wound. You get it in place. You do it so quick. You're like a pro. You're like an ER doctor. It's just done. Sorry, ER nurse. Forgive me.
Like a veterinarian, if you will.
And look at that. I can't believe it, Ellen.
Okay. Bleeding stops. She looks up at the last remaining one with absolute hatred in her eyes, and she runs at it.
Get him, Ellen!
No. Well, she's got the movement, I know for sure, and this spell doesn't affect her.
So I'm gonna take a swing then.
Fine.
A 13.
No, that's a miss.
Yeah, that's the
Misses. That's too bad. It is going to swing back at Ellen. How about a 15?
That's a hit.
Oh, it is. He hits Elwyn for 5 in the left arm.
Okay. Bleeding.
Okay. Brother Bertram.
Bertram charges forward.
Does he?
Yes.
See if
Hopefully
he does.
he can make it to the burned out area.
Yep, which is right here.
God dang it. Okay, here we go. No!
What's that? You're cutting out. You keep cutting out. You gotta. I don't know what happens with your mic, but every time you get loud, we lose you, and I want to hear it. We have to change that setting.
In the vines! He's stuck in the vines! He's stuck in the vines!
Belibus.
All right. Silphus is going to try to break free these vines once again. And failing horrendously.
You know,
Live.
I've realized Entangle comes to bite you guys in the butt at the end, but it's so perfect in the beginning. Sir Venric.
Okay, Sir Venric is going to try to rush in on this Beastman.
Please do.
Oh, no, that's a nat 1, baby. I'm stuck.
Oh my lord.
Draw a tent up! We live here now!
All right. Next one is. Oh my. About a 16
God!
for 2 in the head.
Okay, she's bleeding bad, but she's on her feet.
All right.
We cannot
Son of a-
reach you!
Oh my god. Yeah, let me see if I can try to break free this entangle again. Nope, that's a 5.
God!
The Venric.
Okay, Venric is going to do his darndest to get through these vines onto this Beastman. That's a 2.
Good God, the dice rolls. For the Bertram.
Bertram charges forward! It's Free, sir.
Okay, Aelwyn is swinging for the fences. She's bleeding pretty bad, but she doesn't care. That's a net 20.
Oh! She's had enough. Our path heads are falling.
Literally.
For close to max for 12 points of damage in its torso.
Oh my god. You run this thing through, stabbing it right through the chest, taking it through the heart, and it falls, the vines, even as it falls, closing over its form. The rest of you cheer as you're like, ah! Ripping vines up.
Aelwyn, free us!
And that is where we'll end for tonight.